game? Make a game! What's a game? What's a game? I'm a Kamen Rider.
What's up, everybody? It's the Quarter Guy, and sorry about last week, I was out, but back on business today. So, for those of you who don't know, the Animal Crossing Direct was this past week. I've got my reaction to it on YouTube. Check it out. But that's not my main topic here. My main topic was a certain tweet that got on my timeline last weekend, in fact. It was from Brian Hanford, the voice actor for V in Devil May Cry 5. What he said was, absolutely pumped for the next hashtag Capcom Versus game. New characters, but could be very familiar. Now, as one might expect, that set off a lot of speculation. Especially after the last Capcom Versus game, which was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, failed miserably in the sales department. But there are quite a few things it could possibly be. Sorry about that. The first would be something that we haven't seen in a while, Capcom vs. SNK. Now, Capcom vs. SNK 2 is pretty popular among the retro fighting game circuit, considering how it pretty much brought so many characters together from two of the most famous fighting game brands ever. I've seen it quite a lot on the on FGC videos. One of my favorite boss rages was Maximilian's God Rugal run. And it's been quite a while since we've seen that game. But with the return of SNK to fighting game prominence, it wouldn't be out of the picture to see a brand new Capcom vs. SNK game. Another possibility is that Capcom might actually be working on a Marvel vs. Capcom 4, a proper Marvel vs. Capcom 4 after Infinite happened. Though, I don't think it's quite as likely, given circumstances. Though, there is the fact that there's going to be a special Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Invitational Tournament at EVO this year. So that might be the perfect opportunity for Capcom to announce such a thing. But then there's the third possibility that crossed my mind. One thing that always lingered in the back of my mind was this one interview where Yoshinori Ono, who has been a producer for Capcom for a long time in fighting games, said that one of his dream games was an MVC-style Nintendo vs. Capcom game. Something that isn't Smash Brothers, but at the same time would bring Capcom and Nintendo franchises and characters together. And honestly, that's something I would be seriously hyped for. As long as especially if it had actually good netcode. Street Fighter V, I am looking at you! Well, of course, it could just be nothing, and who knows? Capcom might not actually have a new Versus game in the pipeline. But, for all we know, it might be one of those possibilities. It might be nothing. It might be something completely different. Who the heck even knows? I guess we'll find out eventually. I mean, if it is Nintendo vs. Capcom, one of the best places to reveal it would be at a Nintendo Direct. Speaking of which, we've had the longest drought of a standard Nintendo Direct since the inception of the Direct format. And with that rumor that we might get 2 Directs in February, there's still technically time for a General Direct after the Animal Crossing Direct, which I honestly was expecting, and a lot of people were, considering the fact that New Horizons is coming out next month. Anyways, quick update. My latest video, QG at the Arcade, featuring Tetris arcade games, is on track for a premiere tomorrow, which, as of this video, it would be the 24th, at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will set the premiere up for that time. be sure to catch it. Spread the word to your friends and gaming followers. If you have any, that is. It's gonna be fun. And for my question of the week, who do you think Capcom should cross over with? As always, leave your answers in the comments. Favorite comments will be featured in the next episode. Here are last episode's winners. And with that, time for the fourth wall mailbag. As always, look for the community post, and I'll answer my favorite questions in the next episode. First question this week comes from Grandmaster Jalter, who asks, do you think there are any games that actually do microtransactions good? Well, it's all relative, to be honest. What I honestly hate is when microtransactions are pay to win, when you pretty much have no chance of winning if you don't shell out. Activision? Either they should be either microtransactions should be cosmetic, or they should be obtainable reasonably by other means. That's honestly how I feel about microtransactions, to be honest. I mean, that's one of the reasons I love Dragalia Lost. It's really generous for a gacha game. I've almost never had to buy microtransactions from that game. Next question comes from Supersonic93, who asks, what do you think of the current roster in Guilty Gear Strive so far? It's looking good so far. Looking forward to seeing more. They did say that not everyone from Exard would return, but I am liking how the characters are looking so far. May looks great. Faust looks honestly creepier than usual this time, and there is that one mystery character that was in the reveal trailer right at the end. Still waiting to learn more about that guy. No, not that man, that guy. We already know who that man is. Well, if you've played Revelator, you know who that man is. But I'm looking forward to see who else makes the cut, honestly. We're probably going to see Slayer, we're probably going to see Eno, or however it's pronounced. I'm looking forward to hearing more. Next question comes from a YouTuber who's got a bunch of numbers replacing letters, which translates to comfortably numb, who asks, with the announcement of Ultra Instinct, Goku, and Kefla coming to Fighters, who do you think the other three characters in the third season pass are going to be? To be perfectly honest, I have a couple of ideas here. The three characters I think might get in, I'm surprised Raditz hasn't been in Fighters yet, so that's a possibility. The other two I'm thinking are from GT, specifically Baby Vegeta and Omega Shenron. They were primary villains in GT, and well, most people don't like talking about GT. That doesn't change the fact that it actually did happen. Probably not, I don't think it's canon anymore, but we got GT Goku, so yeah. So those are my predictions. Next question comes from Volting Master, who asks, with Sans and Cuphead as Mii Fighter costumes, what other Mii costume reveal would be absolutely mind-blowing? Well, I'm not sure there are stuff that would be really mind-blowing, but the two characters I'm thinking of are Dust as a Mii Sword Fighter from Dust and Elysian Tale, and Jason from Blaster Master Zero as a Mii Gunner. Granted, we already have the Sans and Cuphead Mii Gunner costumes, but if the character's cool and it would be a fit for a Mii Fighter costume, then go for it, I say. Last question this week comes from Light Trainer, who asks, is there a classic Monster Hunter monster from the previous generations that you would like to see come to Monster Hunter World? Give me my Legaia Chris already!